shadow client. ICA White Hats have traced the anonymous data received by our clients to one Olivia Hall, brilliant young hacktivist and suspect in a dozen cases of cyber vandalism. Using onion routing with state-of-the-art encryption, Hall went to a lot of trouble to stay untraceable. She is good, but we are better. Her digital trail has led us to a remote farm in Colorado, where satellite footage has revealed what appears to be the training camp for a private militia, led by an already registered target, Sean Rose, Australian environmental terrorist and explosives expert wanted for a series of public bombings. Rose was spotted near the scene of Thomas Cross's kidnapping, which makes him our prime suspect for the shadow client. Spurred by Eric Soders, the ICA Board of Directors has asked us to infiltrate the farm and eliminate Sean Rose, along with 3 other prominent militia members. Ezra Berg, retired Mossad interrogator, Penelope Graves, former Interpol anti-terror analyst, and finally Maya Parvati, former assassin and gunrunner for the Tamil Tigers. I'll be honest with you, 47. I consider Eric Soda's reasoning hasty and ill-advised. Now, we cannot go against the wishes of the board, but we can conduct our own investigation. Whether a direct threat to the ICA or not, we need to know the shadow client's true agenda. I will leave you to prepare.
Hello and welcome to the penultimate game of the RRWC22 Championships 2022 group stage. We have the final game of Group B today, as we can see. Rieper 47 against Swastik. Now as the group stand up here, Rieper can finish 5th or 1st, depending on the result. A sweep today of Swastik would ensure he finishes 1st. However, a sweep from Swastik will mean Rieper will finish 5th. Rieper needs only 1 map win to finish above Cabin, and Cabin will unfortunately not qualify. So it's either Rieper will finish 4th or 1st. There is no in between. He can finish 3rd. My bad. I'm stupid. If he wins 4-2, he'll finish 3rd. If he sweeps, he'll finish 1st even. If he wins 1 map, he'll finish 4th. So we have our variety today, and we'll load into the action. Here, our first map is Colorado, of course, picked by Rieper against the rookie. You want to be picking these long maps you have a little bit of experience on. Swastik isn't live. Have I got something wrong? Is he on YouTube? What? And well, on here it does give me a Twitch link. So yeah, our spin will come through anyways. What a way to start here. It will be Sean Rose, explosive weapon as the technician. Penelope Graves, a loud sniper rifle as the militia soldier. Next snap, militia elite for Ezra and fallen object suit for my provider. That is a very quick kill for Ezra indeed. Likewise with Maya. It will be interesting with the Penelope kill, of course, is loud. So I'm sure we'll wait for Sean to come back to the house for that tornado shelter exit to be opened, or just the masks to be used. The Michael actually isn't that bad. It really isn't. We can just see the hay bale snipe from a mile away. Let me just message Juni on match admin. See what happens with this. This is a great way to start. Anyways, let's get into the action. Of course, we're starting in the West Bridge start. Pretty standard stuff here. Climb up and shooting the camera box. Soptons will dump the initially over the stair ridge here. We'll jump down, swap into his disguise. Of course, that Ezra kill, pretty quick one, isn't it? We'll crowbar open the door, shoot the back wall there and the side walls to distract both of the militia elites here. Can run his way around and knock out the pair of them, get the kill onto Ezra. This can very much be a record indeed. Of course, the nitroglycerin on the map, if we do see the tornado shelter used, is always a viable option. Rieper now getting a knockout onto Penelope. Maya, of course, will be the next kill, I would assume. The hay bed around the 150 mark, and I would assume we will see the kill onto Ezra done first, actually. Come on, Joker. Do we do bets? Oh, yeah, okay, we'll do him for the next map. And there you go. Here we have Swastik loaded in. Starting the suit. I assume this is a default start from Swastik. We'll get this kill onto Mai very shortly. Rieper. A bomb onto Ezra. That is the wrong target, my friend. Also back into the suit here. So I think, yeah, we are in Recce potential, but Rieper sent up the wrong kill, the breacher underneath Ezra Berg. Bit of wush from the technician here as well. Could even just be a restart, and it's really unfortunate because he won't be able to do that Ezra kill. And then the admin messages him. Now he would have missed the hay bale timing that we see he does, so it could even be a restart here. I would assume. I really would think this would be a restart. I think if you miss this my time, you're waiting a long time for the next timing. Just restart. You know. I would assume see the same thing from Rieper as well. You know. So I would think a restart from both players, from Rieper even, would be the sensible thing to do next. He just gets saying, yeah, that's slow. That's slow. He has other things to do. And if he's, I mean, the way he's navigating around here, a car kill perhaps, question mark. Ooh. Cobalt's, sorry, Ashton's done it. Ashton's done it in a Sasso roulette, just saying. But yeah, it seems to be going for a second cycle. Lots of wush from everywhere. A technician coming around, he will try and make his way out, which he does do. Is in a bit of a bit between a rock and a hard place here. Spatter with another restart, unfortunately. Colorado for rookie is understandably hard. Rieper waits out the peekaboo there from the technician. Sean will be coming into the hut anytime soon as well, so we'll get a 3 knockouts. And now in the suit, he won't be able to get the kill, but he will swap into the technician and detonate, and then hopefully that's when he gets the message through. Of course, it will be the wrong kill. Rieper has been investigated by a technician there, and we'll just shoot him in the head. Understandably so. I would do the exact same thing. That is a sensible reaction. Real low back in. Hopefully he realises the spin. Of course, we saw him set up that Ezra, or the Sean kill even on Ezra, planting that breacher below. Unless he wants to fling Ezra across the map, I don't know. I don't think that was the case. I think he was looking to get that kill onto Ezra. We'll shoot the camera box in. So perhaps might actually get the Maya kill done straight away this time instead of missing her first cycle and having to go across the map in a suit. Is this a difficult spin? No, not really. The loud Maya makes it particularly a little bit harder, but for Colorado it's average, I'd say. Not easy, but not hard. You know, for Colorado it's nice. Rieper gets a knockout onto both initial elites and Ezra once more. Would he snap Ezra's neck? Please, please, Rieper. We'll go up the stairs here and get a knockout onto Penelope. We'll go out to the basement. Now, this is really unfortunate to see. Rieper won't realise this until he gets the kid itself. Then you have to message him. Swastik has his gun underneath the hay bale. We'll shoot it a little bit too early. No, he won't. He'll get it perfectly. We'll get the kill onto Maya. 1 kill down for Swastik there. 3 more to go. Pen kill, of course, is pretty hard. Loud sniper rifle. Ezra Berkey ain't that bad on the other end. Really isn't. But Rieper once more setting up that kill onto Ezra. Because this next lap he doesn't have to. Has got his suit as well. So has to go back and swap into that. Might even miss Maya first cycle again. Losing this. Actually no, he's realised. Picks back up his breacher. No he doesn't. He's picked back up his breacher, but he ain't going to do the Ezra kill just yet. So perhaps he hasn't realised, but it's again questionable that he hasn't got the kill yet. But he might just get it once he comes back for that Penelope kill. So again, it's not the end of the world. He has initial elites plenty in the basement there, so it's not the end of the world at all. We'll probably see him set up this Sean kill. Of course, technicians are in the hut with Sean. Again, it ain't that bad. You're allowed to tell him once he does the kill incorrectly. Is the answer to your question. But Reaper now clearing out the hut. Of course, doesn't have to worry about the Maya isolation. We'll drag the technician and box him with the other one. Swastik has approached Ezra Berg. He gets a bit of a whoosh onto the militia elite here. Only does allow him to jump through the window. If it doesn't, he will try and knock him out first. Eventually does get concealed into the bush there. But the soldier will keep coming. He does go out the bush eventually, but the guard there will see the HX-10, which he did just drop for him, but he does give him a nice time to swap into his disguise. Could perhaps get this Ezra kill as well if he wanted to in this situation. He'll hide the body. Will he jump through now or not? Of course. Talk about lockdowns on Colorado. They are very risky, but he will subdue Ezra here. Will snap his neck. A live neck snap. What? We rarely see it. Reaper has Sean now coming into the huts here. Half of the spin now done for Swastik, of course. But Reaper will get a knockout onto Sean. We'll put the breacher under his feet. And we'll get the kill off. 1 kill now for Reaper. Should be 2 down shortly, of course. He basically has done already, so to say. He should have to probably grab a militia soldier next, would be my one guess. But yeah, Swastik definitely making real nice progress here on the spin. Will be interesting to see what happens next, of course. He doesn't have his mission timer HUD on, so it is hard to tell where he is in the spin and where the target will be. Reaper with a knockout onto one of the militia soldiers here. We'll drag him into the other room towards the box. Reaper really is playing it safe. That's all that really matters here. You know, we'll swap into the soldier, make his way across to Penelope, of course, with Sean dead here. They don't have the luxury of being able to do the tornado shelter with Sean's body itself. We'll have to wait for him, unfortunately. Swastik trying to get through into the hut, but unfortunately can't. But Reaper now transporting his soldier towards the house. We'll go into the basement for that kill. I'm assuming he will get the mask with his militia elite disguise, which he will use for the Ezra kill. Of course, he has 2 more disguises down there to swap into anyways. Swastik gets a clear out onto this hut. There will be a bit of time before Sean comes back, but still, gets the technician disguise out of this. That's all good. Reaper does get the next snap off onto Ezra. We'll swap back into his suit here. Might try and line up this Maya kill from downtown? Question mark. Will be very good to see him do it from a distance. Of course, it's doable, but when you don't have a sniper rifle, it's harder. He does have a sniper rifle, but it will be loud. Not what he would have wanted. It's going around the outside parameters of Colorado here. Has a couple of NPCs around here which could spill a bit of danger. Personally, I'll just do the shot from the house itself. You can do it, and if you miss it, oh well. But we'll turn around to guard, and we'll get insta combat. A restart there from Reaper. Swastik's made his way back to the house here. We'll be trespassing. Of course, with Ezra dead, his guards have come outside, I would think. We'll try and hop into the house here, through the window, into the camera box room. Of course, this is where a hacker and the militia elite reside. Sean has made his way back into the house here. Swastik waits out this militia elite and hacker's conversation. We'll try and get a kill onto Sean next, of course. That's what he has at the moment. We'll use a coin to his full effect here. We'll be able to sneak his way past. Bit of wish, but we'll finally gets past no matter what here. We'll try and get Sean next. Now, the house is a very scary place. It is. That'll be interesting. Reaper gets a bullet impact there. Pistol fine. We'll get the kill off onto Ezra right away. Swastik trying his way with shot distractions. Now, he has to be careful here. A misplaced shot and a target lockdown is not what he wants, not what he needs. Lockdowns on Colorado are pretty risky. He gets a lot of wish for a hacker to come investigate it. Sneaks his way around the servers though. Could perhaps try and get Sean here, but when Sean leaves, in comes Penelope Graves. So, not particularly gone well for him here. Rieper has Ezra killed and Penn isolated once again. We'll get his breach from the stash here. Swastik shoots the camera box as Penelope roams around the kitchen, I think. I hope it's the kitchen, I don't know, God knows what that room is called. We'll open up the door into the basement here. Of course there is a militia elite down here. Let's see what he does with this loud kill. Of course if he does drag my Penelope even down here, there is enough boxes for him to do the kill and box her. Sorry, I've actually never seen this place after Ezra's left. The guy takes selfie with the hostage. That is based. Penelope now is leaving for Swastik. No, it's not. She's just going to talk around the table. He could go and get the knockout here if he wanted to. But I think the way he's played so far, he will play it safe and just let her walk away first. Rieper boxing both these technicians once more. So Rieper has both these technicians boxed here. We'll swap into get rid of the shotguns, of course. Good knowledge there. And we'll swap into their disguise, I would assume. Swastik waiting patiently for Penelope to come around the corner here, of course, is in the technician disguise. So we have to go grab the soldier disguise from somewhere. But it's definitely making good progress on this spin here. She will now leave, and he can get a knockout onto her here, but no, he will use a coin for a distraction, makes it even safer. Doesn't have to worry about trespassing areas. Actually will be heard by a hacker as well, but he will get a nice hit onto Penelope there. We'll chain her down the stairs, which he will do successfully. Rieper in the meantime, when he waits for Sean, will actually grab that militia soldier. Really making this time efficient. Swastik with a subdue onto Maya. We'll drag and box the militia elites here. Be interesting to see what he does with this technician now. Of course, with Cycle Sean, could perhaps get him into his get him while he's in his hut. Always an option. Replaying patiently here. Sean will come through very shortly, and we'll get a knockout and kill onto him. So both players will be done with 2 kills, but Swastik arguably has done the hardest kill in the form of Maya Vati fallen object as a suit. So Rieper has unfortunately failed twice. Sean now coming into his hut. We'll get a knockout after he passes the window. Good bit of awareness there, but this will finally could knock him out beforehand or during when he walks past. We'll get a breacher underneath him there. We'll pop it. We'll get the kill. No, he won't. He will swap into the technician first. Thank God I realised that. Thank God he realised that, and he will get the kill and swap back into the militia soldier. Swastik roaming around in the technician disguise here. Not what you want to do really on Colorado. There's of course a trespass in disguise. Not quite hostile, but similar effects already. Will make his way up here. Into the bathroom. We'll try and isolate Sean here, and that will be really impressive. We'll get in here. Could be as simple as a throw distraction. Really, that's all he needs. Has nitroglycerin as his explosive weapon. I'd love it if he could do this kill right here. We'll do a throw distraction there to the closet. Now, that will be in the island of initially here. I would think this kill here would be easier and safer, of course. Won't be a box, but you don't have to worry with Sean. No one comes into this room either. So if he has a breacher, definitely would be safer for him. We'll have to crowbar open this door here. Oh, that's really unfortunate, him having to crowbar open this door. He will commit to it, however. Perhaps spin an investigation. Will punch Sean. No close combat heard for him, fortunately. The militia elite, however, will investigate the crowbar open door. He can't shut it. He just needs to hold his space. We'll get lots of whoosh and a coin distraction, which won't distract the militia elite there, but it will. Almost worked in favour. We'll throw a nitroglycerin. A bit of panic there for Swastik. It was fine. It really was. But unfortunately, when the restarts coming through, Reaper's now approached Maya in the suit. So you have to try and find a comfortable place in here, Rocky. Look at this man. We let Rocky qualify, and this is what this man says. He can't even play Colorado in Ohio. So Reaper's come all the way across the map here for this my kill, and if he misses this, it's going to be very heartbreaking, for sure. He's come all the way across. He could have done the shot initially from the house, but no, he's come all the way across into the Mr. Free Sato tutorial spot, where you will see Swastik do the kill also. Sorry, I said the one that should not be named. Swastik Reaper does get the kill just about onto my there. Swastik climbing through. We'll get the kill eventually. It's a stream buffering. That's my bad if it is. Probably a bit of both, Rocky. Don't know. Egyptian internet lol. Swastik will get the kill onto my very shortly. But yeah, Reaper back into the militia elite now. Makes his way back to the house where his militia soldier and his sniper rifle is. We'll have to go grab the mask, of course. For Sean. But yeah, other than that, it's all fine here. Swastik just waiting a little bit more, waiting patiently for Maya to come through. Reaper will do a distraction onto one of the hackers upstairs with the server here. Server rack downstairs, of course, distracting one of the two hackers upstairs. Reaper distracts the other hacker. Really good stuff indeed. And yeah, Reaper will turn off the laptop and we'll turn on the laptop even and we'll start investigating it. He will also drop a wrench and pick it back up to distract this hacker once more. Really good stuff here from Reaper, continuously dropping this to grab the mask itself. The mask should have now been made and he will do another throw distraction to safely pick up the mask, of course, his sniper. I hope his sniper's in the basement at least, it should be. Starting the suit, it wouldn't make sense if it is. Just has the mask now to open up the tornado shelter. Where's his sniper rifle? Is it down here? Is it not? God knows.
Started practicing breathing underwater. If I train hard enough.
But yeah, Swastik once more, waiting for Ezra to come into his hut here. Very good stuff. I do like this from Swastik. Gets a premature knockout. No, he doesn't. He's standing around the guard. Very good stuff indeed. Reaper swaps into the militia soldier. We'll drag that one militia elite inside just for again a bit of safety. We'll unpack his sniper rifle here. And of course, starts to open up the tornado shell. Can even do the shot from the tornado shell if he wanted to, or if he wants, I don't know, whatever he wants to do. Reaper is him. Yeah, the restart from Swastik wasn't necessary because he killed himself, but from the nitro it wasn't, unfortunately. But I think it was just a bit of panic. Colorado is a very scary map in that regard, and the panic was actually understandable. But Reaper now, with all 4 kills down, after that final shot onto Penelope, is soundproof, can exit, and we'll take our first map, Colorado, for Reaper. That means he qualifies. He's currently sitting in 4th place. Unfortunately for Cabin, he will be out of the competition, finishing in that 5th spot. So yeah, Reaper with that first map win will be qualifying for the knockout stages, but he's in 4th place. A win on Wilson Creek will mean he's in 3rd place. Then a win on our map 3 would mean Reaper will finish Group B in top. We'll head to a short break before seeing what happens on our second map here, Wilton Creek.
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, But since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shattered Plant.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field.
So yeah, welcome back. Wilson Crew will be our second map picked by Swastik. Rieper, of course, needs to win this in the next one to take that top spot from Yanini. We do see that map record of 4 minutes 5 seconds by Joker Che. Wow, what a recce that is. 4:05 on Watson Creek. That guy must be great at this game. Honestly, that Joker J guy, he must be fantastic. Sorry, I say it every single time. It must be boring now. Come on, Joker, stop blowing smoke up your own arse. Swastik has been here once before. I thought you did lose in it. Of course, it is a rookie, so it would have been recently in this World Championship group stage. Reaper hasn't been here once, is a returning rival. I think RR9 was it. Coloured. Go on. Yeah, the kappa was not worth it, bro. for what it made it, the kappa was not worth it. Reaper hasn't been here once. I think RR9 was his first tourney, so he has made some great improvements throughout into this RRWC here. And look, he'll be hoping to take top spot in a very difficult Group B. Yeah, Fanium. I mean, I can't lie. The person that won that RR, buff guy, should have won. Thank you for the singular bit, Rocky. I'll take my 1 cent and use it very well. And yeah, I brought some creek spin. Will come through, and it will be Janus Screwdriver as the Archean Robes. Shotgun, Police Deputy as Nolan Cassidy. Now, it'll be very interesting what kill they go for first. If they go for the Janus kill first, oh lord, if they go through the party as the Archean Robes, of course. In a party, the one garden that the every guy's allowed in, the Wilson property back garden. Nah, the Archean Robes, nah, ain't allowed in there. It's great. I won't rock you, don't worry. Without me. True that, true that. We don't promote drug use here. Unless it's used to make people play dart more, then yeah, go on off, do it. Smoke weed if you want to play dart more. No, I'm joking, don't. Swastik going for a quick deputy grab, it seems. Rieper also loading in here. We'll try and find a trank of some sort, but doesn't. Only has a pistol to use here. Rieper also starting Gardner. He is going to just rush this Janus kill, it seems. The Screwdriver, of course, is in Janus's garage. There is one in there, so might hop for a isolation onto Janus first. No, yes, he will. Won't opt to go with the Archean Robes, just an isolation onto Janus. Swastik with a subdue onto the construction worker here will drag him into the bush. Nice and concealed. We'll do another throw distraction onto the police deputy here. Of course, this is not Sheriff Marston. Sheriff Marston's the cool one with the sunglasses. Reaper gets a knockout onto Gunther. Now, a nice good old punch in the face onto Janus, the construction worker, is unfortunately found for Swastik there. A bit of some form of limb sticking out. We'll see a restart from Swastik here. Reaper comes down the stairs here. Probably go for the Like Hitman will come through into the garage here first. We get knockouts as he goes through into the couple of enforcers up here. Flashback to the problems cover I got. They are easy to mix up. The one key thing is you've got to remember is Deputy doesn't wear sunglasses, Marston does, and the deputies also have shorts on. So if you see 47's lovely calves, you've got the deputy disguise on. Rieper goes up the pipe here towards the Archean Roads. You have your options of police deputies. Of course, we have to talk about Mika's grab. If you have not seen Mika's grab onto a police deputy, oh my god, you are not living. He could have easily started, because with Reaper's start here, he could have gotten this police deputy done right away. And I need to, if you have not seen what Mika does with a police deputy, go and watch it. It is beautiful, and it's consistent. I will label it with the C word because it is. But Reaper now, red guns, but it doesn't matter. That is from Janus, so he will get them the green guns back in no time here. Will make his way through the gramophone room, but of course Janus is already knocked out. We'll have to just pull out his screwdriver after this lone guard turns around, which he then does. We'll get the kill off onto Janus. His escape could be hard, of course. Doesn't have a disguise to get down on, so have to go round and up. Of course, has camera issues still, so have to try and find a way past them to take them out. Of course, the basement of this house would seem the most necessary option, but he doesn't have a good disguise to get down there in. We'll hop the fence into the west property here, and then we'll hop it also into Genesis' house. I'm sure we'll see him drop down the stairs towards the basement. Can't climb over that bushed bit, so I have to move around ever so slightly. We'll hop down the fence to the stairs. But the bodyguard here not going in Reaper's favour. Wow, this is Hitman timing at its finest. Swastik gets lovely distractions here onto Nolan in this disguise. Is trespass, has to be careful, just run out, which he does do. Very good stuff here from Swastik. Will get a knockout onto Nolan's bodyguard after more coin distractions. Could shut the garage perhaps. Ooh. I did test this. The garage door does not kill Nolan. I thought that'd be the best hit ever, but no, it doesn't. Swastik will do another coin distraction, but of course it will be seen, heard even again. Oh no, it won't. He's outsmarted me there. Will knock out Nolan's bodyguard. No, he won't. Can he sneak past him here? Perhaps he will actually get behind him. We'll get a knockout. And we'll get a knockout onto Nolan as well. This has been really good stuff here from Swastik. You know, for a rookie, he's been playing these spins really well. Has now got a knockout onto Cassidy. We'll shut the garage door here. Pretty good stuff indeed. We'll hide Cassidy's bodyguard here, and we'll probably hide Cassidy after he kills him. Reaper with the first kill down onto oh god, I've just lost my head. Onto Janus. Doesn't take out the cameras from the basement there, but does make its way back, and it's just waiting out this conversation. Isn't Deputy Disguise as Swastik gets the Nolan kill down. So both players with one kill down. Reaper with a clue down, but that is from the Archean Robes, of course. So Reaper starts to take out cameras, but look, it's not the end of the world. He'll probably take them out after grabbing the bodyguard disguise from Cassidy. They did the knockout here. Swastik with some lovely placed shots there to get through into the kitchen here. We'll shoot the camera box and we'll escape. Will be a gunshot heard and a bullet impact, but it's all fine. He can run out, open the garage door and escape. No, he will already open. He would have already opened it, and we'll just shut it once more, so he can escape here. Very good stuff indeed from Swastik. Reaper with a knockout onto Cassidy's bodyguard with a kill onto Cassidy. So has camera issues and 2 more kills left. It won't opt to get the cameras just right now. Hopefully he realises about them. We'll run all the way back to Janus's house. Interessante. He doesn't get the clues from over here yet in the form of Batty's lawsuit documents and the cigar box. So will definitely be an interesting one, nevertheless. Here. Yeah, Reaper stuck with what to do, I would think, but he should be able to fight his way through it nevertheless. Sneaks his way through the gardens here with a few knockouts, like also Swastik going around the Lewinsky. Is this the Lewinsky property or the Griswold property? I'm never sure. I always get the two mixed up. But yeah, Reaper returns once more. We'll swap into the Janus bodyguard disguise here, after dragging him a little. We have to just drag him round here. Swastik climb up the pipe here of the Helen West property just to go and grab the Archean robes here. Of course, the Genesis is definitely the simpler target on Wilson, so to say, with the use of the gramophone, which I'm sure Swastik will know about. Reaper of baseball will wait for this bodyguard to turn around. Before then, I'm sure doing a nice simple knockout onto him here, which he will do. We'll actually get the clue first. So he still has one more clue left to do, so I have to go all the way back to either the lawsuit documents or the cigar box. I can't remember what one he has left, but he will manage to take out the cameras here. So Reaper has his green guns back. We'll have to have one more clue left, however, to go grab very shortly. So yeah, indeed, very good stuff indeed. Climbing back over the fence here towards Batty's garden. Reaper in very strong position here. Swastik with lots of whoosh in and around Helen West property. We'll get subdue off onto Helen, but the amount of whoosh on her husband, it seems to be that he will get red guns very shortly. But however, her husband, doesn't react. And he can get a nice knockout there onto Helen. We'll get the keys, perhaps to actually get into the room itself with the Archean robes in. But Reaper with a big lead here, looking. Reaper has a nice cat in his profile. Yeah, he does. When I first saw it, I thought it was some form of rat, but it weren't. I think the tail just threw me off a little bit. But anyways, the lawsuit dogs aren't the final one. We'll need the shovel for the cigar box as Reaper's final clue here. Should be taking this map, moving himself into third place, bumping Fanium down to fourth. Reaper, very good performance here on Wilton Creek. Will be taking 4 points from this game minimum. And like I said, Fanium now a 4 seed in Group B. Reaper 1 point behind Nezuko and Yanini. Just needs to win the final map here to take that top spot in a very difficult Group B. So yeah, I ain't got a clue what the final map is. We'll just wait for admin confirmation of the win, so I can actually understand what the map is, so I can see what it is. We'll put out the petition in the meantime, and it will be a lovely Isle of Cigar as our final map. A good way to end our penultimate game. I wish it was Dartmoor coloured. I really did. My fingers nice and crossed, hoping. I was like a little kid in Christmas, hoping for Dartmoor. But now I've got a bag of coal instead in the form of Stigao. We'll go to a short break, however. Find our final map.
Attention, gentlemen. Our source on the island just made a critical discovery. The Constant has a poison chip embedded in his neck. A failsafe, in case he's compromised.
Damn it. We should have expected something like this. So, we subdue the Constant before he has time to react.
Not that simple. The device is remote triggered, and during his stay on the island, 2 kill switches have been entrusted to twin sisters Zoe and Sophia Washington, 2 young, ambitious Providence operatives and newly appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Apparently, even the Constant is unaware of this arrangement.
Right, change of plans. We divide and conquer. 47 takes out the Washingtons, while I figure out a way to get the Constant off the island. It'll be tight, but once we're back at the ship, we should be able to surgically remove the chip before the partners have time to react. 47?
Tell me about the targets.
I know them from the archive. Zoe and Sophia's father is president of a powerful conservative think tank, one of Providence's prime assets. The apples don't fall far from the tree.
No saints either. According to ICA files, the twins are pampered socialites who get their kicks from treasure hunting. Commanding a band of trigger-happy mercenaries, Zoe and Sophia prowl the world in search for ancient relics. With little regard for local culture or even human life, they stop at nothing to claim their prize. Well, collateral damage they may be, but safe to say, they have it coming.
So yeah, welcome back. Here we'll have Seagal as our final map. Reaper hoping to take it to cement his top spot. To cement his top spot here. 3 minutes to our spin, comes Rieper will be feeling the nerves, but you know, he has been playing well. Swastik with you know, not as much experience as Rieper, you know, going for the lesser known strats like we saw in Colorado. Nearly paid out for him, but unfortunately this is the issue with like the so-called slower strats or safe strats, is you are definitely at a major disadvantage to your opponent. We do see that fully really from Swastik in this game, but hopefully, you know, with a couple of rips from Rieper, Swastik can take a map here, and Segal has its differences. Wow, Rieper giving us a 4.5 minute extension. Thank you. I've got to talk about Segal for 4.5 minutes. Well, where do I start? Wait, let me just reply to Rocky. I need to make a very funny comment. There we go. 4 minutes till the spin comes through now. Segal. Oh, let me go through every strat in the books. Now we have our architect start. Typically now we see a Seeker onto Sophia. If not, it's a gold bar loads the Hyperborean showroom stash room. You know, that's now the norm, really, that isolation. If it's a Seeker, we see her isolated or even killed quickly before going downstairs with a Seeker on Zoe. A very prominent strat. Next, we do see the Custodian stun. This is only typically with the gas grenade, the early isolation on Zoe, for a kill on Sophia in the last stage. We did see Evelyn, Money and Blythe do very nicely earlier to actually just make Zoe sick to go to the bathroom for an electrocution kill. Close to Rehi, but unfortunately Blythe was a bit too slow, but you never know. Could be very nervous here. Now we have the Arc Gun start. This is a beautiful start location. You have your three options. You can use the gold bar lure, the phone lure, or the gas grenade. You have your three options there before going up to, I say, Sophia. With the clock, of course. Sophia doesn't have as much variation as Zoe does, but even then, you have your options. The chapel start. This is pretty standard and self-explanatory. You shoot the fire pit immediately after spawning in. You go clear out the MOC room instead from the custodian. You drop a coin. Zoe comes in with her guard. Her guard sees the coin. You knock out Zoe. You knock out the custodian. You knock out her guard. I'm talking so quickly here, I can't even understand myself, so I don't know how everyone else is coping. Definitely will be interested in the approach. Of course, after that, you can make the timing for that clock for Sophia, but it definitely is made a lot more comfortable if you have that slow Sophia. And of course, if you do miss that initial isolation onto Eva, you can back that up with an MOC lure onto Zoe. I was playing around earlier. I was able to do a gold bar lure off with second cycle Sophia to get a fiber wire barrier rope skill. That was pretty bog. And then of course the MOC for Zoe, of course that's always an option. Then you have your peek on the stairs around the 4 minute mark onto Sophia if you do miss her first cycle. So yeah, you definitely have your options on Segal here, and it will be interesting to see the approach from both players on a spin. I would assume from what we've seen on Colorado and Wills Creek, Rieper will go the more optimised approach, whereas Swastik will just go with what's safe and what he knows and what he feels comfortable with, which is understandable. Of course, he unfortunately can't qualify, but nevertheless it will be interesting to see what he does and how he approaches it. My throat is dead. It really is. But I've still got 90 seconds to go on for, of course. The state of this match. Reaper now, as it stands, Cabin will be in 5th on 25 points. Fanium will be in 4th on 26 points. I want to say 26 points or 27 points. 27 points Fanium will be on, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Reaper will now be in 3rd place on 28 points. Nezuko in 2nd place with 29 points. Uni, due to the head-to-head record with him and Nezuko, will be in 1st place, currently on 29 points. Of course, a sweep, a map win on Segal here for Reaper will put him 1 point above Uni and Nezuko. We have our final map of our penultimate game in the group stage, of course, Alex vs Horsch, happening in just under 3 hours, just over 3 hours time at 1 AM CET. A last minute scrape together game. Would be good to see them two play. Both players not winning a single map yet. Would be good to see them try and get one each. And goddamn sub 4 Robert. Yeah, well, that is easily beatable with what's been discovered really on Segal, and it will be interesting indeed. 358 by Fun. One of his records I think was beaten earlier. Be interesting. No, Joker, you're lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. It will be interesting indeed. As our final spin, will come through, and it will be Zoe Washington. Pistol's the custodian. Sophia Washington. Simon Shotgun as the suit. Oh, this is a quick one. Oh, this is a, if we're talking about recce spins, this is one of them recce spins. Holy shit, bro. This is a chapel start all day of the week. You have your shotgun stash Hyperborean. You have your pistol, sniper, and whatever else you want. Snell, whatever. This is a recce spin. This is sub 3. This is such a recce spin indeed. And it'll be interesting to see the approach. Swastik loading in default. Interesting. Oh, this is a recce spin. I want to play this. I'm going to play this afterwards. That's 2 spins in my book that I'm playing after this game. I've decided that that's what I'm going to do. I'm playing this spin afterwards. It looks so fun. A bit of loading on the pan here. Yeah, Swastik does have mastery, I think. But yeah, that's what I said earlier. I think Swastik's just doing what he knows and what he's safe with. And if this is like the original Mr. Freeze Sasso strat for Sophia, then so be it. It will work for him. I think Rieper is unfortunately with a slower isolation onto Zoe with a chapel start. We'll get a bullet impact. You want to really back yourself up here and use the Kruger, which is what he will do. Use the Kruger here, always great. Kruger are better for roulette than the ICA 19s. They really are. If you use an ICA 19, what are you doing? The Kruger is just better. It just is. Swastik making his way through here, roaming past the guards. Waiting for everyone to turn around, which he does do eventually, and will make his way up the ladder to the ceremony area. Well played from both here. Rieper with a trank on one custodian. Will he trank anyone else, or would he just trank the custodian? We'll just trank the custodian. We'll get a knockout manually onto the guard, and then the MOC with the crowbar. We'll have to hide these and just move them a little bit before actually triggering the lure here. Won't hide them just yet. We'll just drag the bodies around first. Now, will he just leave these bodies here and then go deal with the Sophia kill? And that's what he seems to be doing. He will go with this kill first. Actually, an interesting decision here. I like this from Rieper. Wants to get that clock timing onto Sophia. That's what he will do. Have to wait a little bit here for these 2 guards to move. They will move around eventually. Has to be a bit patient here. Rieper does, but he can be. He has time to do so. The guards will now move. Will just work his way around now. Good stuff indeed from Rieper. We'll get that Sophia first cycle very nicely. I think a shotgun stash in the Hyperborean showroom as well, so we'll have that done sorted very soon. Swastik's made his way up to the Hyperborean room. We'll get people onto Sophia very shortly, so it seems. Be interesting to see how he handles it as Rieper now climbing up into the radio room, the clock room, whatever it's called. Will he get a shotgun first? He might. He has time to do so. No, I think he will just play it safe here and go and grab the Sophia KO first, of course. Won't have to drag her behind the sofa just to play it safe. The constant won't come down here that quickly, so it's fine just to leave her where she is after getting knocked out. We'll get only Sophia on the hook here. We'll knock her out. Getting pretty good stuff from Swastik. We'll get a Psycho, but keep his green guns. Things you'd love to see in this game. We'll just drag her behind the couch here. Again, just playing it safe indeed. After running a shotgun next. He can just run through. Might pick up a bit of whoosh here, but it's all fine. We'll be investigated, but again, it's just as simple as a subdue really if he is investigated, which it isn't.
Okay.
Wow, count yourself lucky, Rieper. We will get people off onto him anyways, perhaps to make it easier to get out of the this area as later on. We'll get a subdue off onto him. 3 of the Raiders all fine there. Rieper will have this kill done shortly. Onto Sophia, of course, and it's just a pretty simplistic Zoe kill. we'll get the kill. We'll put on back a shotgun and we'll get the kill onto Sophia here. We'll box her as well. I'm sure we'll go back and sort of into that architect disguise to go for the helipad in an easier, safer manner as. We'll swap into it. Nicely done indeed. And can just go past the helipad. All 3D, of course, the custodian is in the MOC room. We'll just have to swap into the MOC himself and then trigger the conversation basically. Or he could shoot the money pit from the MOC room himself, whatever he wants to do. You could see the MOC shooting it would be safer, so he doesn't have to worry about hiding the bodies just right now. Could be quicker as well. They have the same effect. We'll drag one guard. And we'll box him. We'll hide the MOC, but Swastik, unfortunately the door's locked for him and it will result in him getting spotted by the architect there. Really unfortunate stuff indeed, and it will be a restart early on. Unfortunately couldn't get any kills down, but Rieper now activating the MOC lure. Mr. Feniger, excellent. We'll swap into the custodian, of course. Can't leave him here, he's all tranked. Has a Kruger mine already, so doesn't have to worry about that. Just have to wait for Zoe, who is pretty close indeed. Her guard a mile ahead. On my days. Why is the guard so far away? That's impressive. We'll bump the guard a little bit, then bump Zoe after shutting the door. The body of the custodian will be found and can get a nice little KO there onto Zoe and her guard. We'll shoot Zoe in the head, get his green guns back. Of course, the custodian is allowed on the helipad, but we'll swap into the elite guard anyways for less enforcers. Reaper will be taking the Gale, will be taking the sweep, will be claiming the top spot of Group B. A very important map win for him indeed. GG's indeed from Reaper. Will be taking top seed of Group B. Very impressive performance on him on all 3 maps. Swastik very unlucky on Colorado, that restart. Very unlucky. Panicked a little bit and that did cause him to restart there. And while we're here, let's do an overview of how all the groups have formed up, now knowing that all 32 members of the knockout stages have gone through. Group A, to kick things off, Throat has topped Group A on 28 points. Mika, in that very thrilling final game with Throat, came second on 26 points. It could have gone either way. You know, Mika only losing 1 game, and that was to Throat. Throat unbeaten throughout. Danny, with his win over Jokes today, was to finish in 3rd spot on 23 points. Chrome, thankfully, did qualify in that 4th spot. Of course, a 3-3 tie between the pair of Jokes and Danny would have resulted in Chrome's dismissal of the tournament. 3 wins and 4 losses. A bit untidy, but got the job done. Jokes fallen a bit too short. Effie and Igor played very well. That unfortunately wasn't enough for them to go through. Group B. Let's refresh for Group B. I was on a roll there. I was on a roll. Yeah, Group B. I dragged the scene instead of the interact thing. Oh, you need to press the orange button, man. Right, let's look at Group C while we wait. Group C. Blythe finishes top on 24 points. Of course, this group had 2 dropouts, so only played 6 games. Blythe from his 24 points from his 5 games, even God Joker. Blythe finishes top on 24 points from his 5 games. I've got it out now. Eblamuddy, 21 points, will finish in 2nd place. Again, another important game today, where Blythe came out victorious to top Group C. Rune finishes 3rd on 19 points, and Rocky Horse, moment of appreciation, qualifies for the KO stage on 12 points. Shall we see if you need to press the orange button on the admin page? Shall we? Shall we? Now he has. The Group B is confirmed. Reaper wins the group on 30 points after his sweep today. Unini comes 2nd in 29 points. And oh, how different this group could have shaped up. We saw that match between Unini and Fanium. Fanium swept Unini. If Unini had taken 1 map from Fanium, if he hadn't got the middle kill on Haven, if he had done the Robert kill in the right disguise right on the exit, Unini would have finished 1st. Rieper would have been in second place. Fanium wouldn't have qualified for the KO stages, and unfortunately, Cabin, a valiant effort, 25 points. Unfortunately, not enough. And unfortunately, have to drop out Fuzzk. A very good effort as well. Finished on 6 points. I've made Fanium. Alright, Dick, and I apologise, Unini. Sorry. Group D sees GK Punk topping the group on 35 points, winning all of his games. Observer also on 34 points, losing twice, but had obviously more sweeps than GK, but does finish in second due to the head-to-head record, and GK Punk did beat Observer. Ducker clutched to a sweep against Teenager today to clutch that third spot for him. Pineur with a 21.5 minute in-game time run on Santa Fortuna earlier to beat T-Naught, and there's a signing map on that to qualify in that fourth place finish. T-Naught and Teenager 1 point off between the pair of them there. Really unfortunate not to qualify. And likewise Ashton, he could have qualified over results. Unfortunately went his way, but unfortunately not enough points from his own games. Does finish in 7th on 15 points. Plant Speaker finishes with 5, but gave it a real good go, and that's all that matters. Punk is the best rookie, true that. Group E, Canetta did top it earlier. Already had that clutched, but the win against Pajero earlier, the sweep, did cement that. Rustle could have potentially finished in 3rd, but Canetta prevented that after that sweep against Pidgey. Rustle will be in 2nd on 22 points. Pajero finishing 3rd on 20 points there. Mike clutching it up at the end there. Finishes 4th on 17 points. Dave Red Sox and Hashashin in 5th and 6th on 14 points. Gordini, unfortunately not his way, does finish with 5 points. Super massive. After one game, unfortunately had to forfeit. Finishes on 0 points. And Canetta, another thing to add, only dropping the one map, and that was against Rustle. He did play Supermassive and did sweep him, so would have actually finished the if Supermassive didn't drop out, he would have finished the group with 40 points. The only player to better that was Group S winners. No, it weren't. It was Group G's winners. Fuck, Joker, you didn't mash it up good enough. Buff Guy says he finished his first hit, but he didn't. I like Hitman. Finishes top on 34 points. The head-to-head record. Our second game of RRWC, I like Hitman beating Buff Guy. Oh, fuck. I'm trying to talk too quick. I've really fucked that up. I've really fucked that up. Holy shit. I like will top the group on 34 points. Buffy. I do want to try that again. Buff Guy with that 4-2 loss to I like Hitman earlier on. Does finish in 2nd place there. Time Cube, a really impressive rookie, beating some random person earlier on today, 4-2 to take that 3rd spot. They both started the day with the same points on 26 points, but Time Cube won the decider map to take 30 points. Some random person unfortunately doesn't finish in 3rd, but still qualifies on 28 points. Red Fox finishes on 20 points. We all love the Red Fox. Unfortunately, he doesn't qualify, but he had his moments. We could probably make a whole 20-minute highlight reel of Red Fox. Crudy finishes on 10 points. Alex and Horsch, with one game left each, which they do play each other in just over 3 hours, both finish on 0 points, and it'll be good to see both of them win a map. I'm sure that's all they'd want. Group G, well, we see the resurgence of Infun. This was Infun's blood pool. This was 47 points. Of course, you think, how is it mathematically possible? You can only get 2 points for a map. He won every single map, so for the meme, we gave him 5 extra points. To finish on 47 points. Free for fun, true. 7 games, 1-7. 21 maps, 21 each. Fuck, I need to think. Infun did win 21 maps and did win all of them. That's fantastic stuff. Sparkles, really impressive rookie here. On 28 points, only losing 2 matches. That was, of course, a sweep against Infun, because everyone got swept by Infun. And did lose to Kenny, if I remember. Sparkles, if you confirm. I'm not trying to mean this in a bad way, of course. Blunt, of course, played Kenny earlier for another game to decide 3rd and 4th. Blunt did come out victorious on that and did finish 3rd with 24 points. Kenny, although he won more matches, not enough points to qualify him for that 3rd spot. Guys come 4th. Mika's Soviet Story Thrillers gave their all and a 2-point difference between 5th and 8th wasn't enough to finish. And well, Group H, look at the guy that won it, Joker. He finished his top on 32 points. TK beats Barb 6-0 on that final Group H game to get that win for Joker to finish top of the group. I love you, TK. Of course, Barb had to beat TK on that final game or get 3 points from him with a 3-3 draw to qualify. Of course, with myself being Barb, Barb had to win, of course. If he only won one map against TK, the head-to-head would have meant I finished first. Barb, however, did beat Joe, so he will finish 2nd place. Joe will finish 3rd. TK finishing 4th. Osh unfortunately falling short on 25 points. Pack on 12 points. Leo, Perk and Kalama all gave it their all, but unfortunately fell out very quickly with the running. So we have our 32 decided. Should we go through them all once again? Throat, Reaper, Blythe, GK, Canetta, I Like, Infun and Joker as our top seeds. They will be drawn against either TK47, Kenny, some random person, Mr. Mike, Pinure, Rocky Horse, Vanium, or Chromex. Of course, the first and fourth seeds play each other. Mika, Yanini, Eblamuddy, Observer, Rustle, I Like, Buff Guy even, Sparkles, and Joe the Baby Grabber will be playing. We'll be playing as our 2nd seeds against either Barb is our 2nd seed. Oh, I've read it wrong. Oh wow, fire me already. Barb is our 2nd seed. Joe, Blunts, Timecube, Pidgeotto, Ducker, Searoon, Nezuko, Danny. We have a very stacked seed 3. That is our 3rd seeds are stacked. The draw for the brackets will be tomorrow. I don't know what time. I can't actually tell you because I don't know. I probably would leak it if I do know, but here we are. I don't know. I'm sure that'll be announced tomorrow morning or even tonight. Thank you everyone for a very fantastic group stage of RRWC. We do have one more game left. Alex vs Horsch at 1 AM CET to close off our group stage. Thank you everyone for watching. It's been a pleasure to cast all 55 games I think I've done. It's been fantastic. I've enjoyed every single moment of it. Thank you everyone for coming out, hanging out. Thank you Nini for admin this game. Well played to everyone in this tournament so far. And I hope the KO stage only gets much better. Bye bye.